Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'll be sort of reviewing the Pixel 3 and talking about whether or not I think it's worth the price that it is being sold for. So if you don't know already, the Google Pixel 3 is being sold for $7.99 for the regular version and for $8.99 for the XL version. And so these are made by Google and they are meant to be the sort of ideal Android phone, and it's supposed to kind of lead the pack for the rest of the Android market. One of the main differences this year is the price. This is the most expensive Google Pixel phone that has ever been released. The original one was $750 for the regular version, and the Pixel 2 was $650 for the regular version. So this time the regular has gone up to $799, and with tax that comes out to about $850 or $860. So it's definitely not a cheap phone by any means. So I'm just going to go over some of the key features that you get for this price, and I will let you know my opinion on whether or not I think it's worth it. So if you are thinking about buying this phone, it may help you to make a decision. So the first thing, which you've probably heard so many times, is the camera. The camera on this phone is arguably the best smartphone camera as of right now. It has a 12.2 megapixel camera on the back, just one camera, and has two 8 megapixel front-facing cameras, one of which is a wide-angle lens. With these cameras, you get unlimited photo storage and video storage until 2022 with this particular phone. So some of the key features in the camera app are the portrait mode, the regular camera, of course. There's video, and the back video can record up to 4K 30 frames per second. And then under more, we have photosphere, slow motion, photo boot, which basically takes the photo once it senses that everyone is smiling, playground, which is AR stickers, and lens, which allows you to kind of take a picture of some sort of barcode or a website, and it will actually sense it and allow you to take you to that website. And here's one with the super res zoom, which is another feature. It has zooms in a lot, so you can take super close-up pictures, and it uses software to actually make it less sort of blurry. It also has something called Top Shot, which basically means if you take a burst of photos, it chooses out the best one, as well as night mode. And do keep in mind that this phone does support HDR Plus with the camera. This phone has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 CPU, which is the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon chip. It also has an Adreno 630 GPU. Something new this year which is included is a Titan M security chip, which basically it's a security chip to protect your information, and it also contains the Pixel visual core. Now for the software, you're getting Android 9 Pie, which is the latest version of Android, and you are first in line for the latest update for at least 3 years. So that means you're most likely going to get Android Q, or Android version 10, Android version 11, and Android version 12 if they keep to their schedule of releasing the new version every year. And here's the little Easter egg for the Android Pie. You just kind of keep tapping, it changes colors. It's kind of cool. And then it takes you to the notepad. So for the battery life, on the regular Pixel 3 you get a 2915 milliamp hour battery. On the XL version you have a 3430 milliamp, and you do get a fast charger in the box. And this phone does also support wireless charging because the back is fully glass. On the top it's polished, and on the bottom it's brushed. So they do sell a Pixel stand, which is a wireless charger, or you can just use a regular wireless charger. However, the Pixel stand charges faster than any third-party chargers. One interesting feature is the adaptive battery, which basically uses AI to find apps that you don't use often and limit their battery usage so that you get more battery life. And this just gets better over time as the phone can collect more data about your battery usage. So other key things that you get NFC for payment, so you can use Google Pay. So on the back you also have a fingerprint reader, so it is very quick, and I have not had any issues with it yet. Another super interesting feature that is also going to come to the Pixel 2 and the Pixel 1, or the regular Pixel, is call screening. And the call screening, basically when someone calls you, you can screen the call and the Google Assistant will talk to them for you, and you can tell the Google Assistant to ask them certain questions about why they're calling and things like that. And then in the end you can report it as spam, or you can just pick it up and talk to them normally. So this is a really cool feature, and this is sort of early stages for the Google Duplex, which was announced a few months ago at the developer conference. Another feature that has not been very common in newer phones because of the whole more screen is the dual front-firing speakers. However, Google has managed to keep the dual front-firing speakers while also reducing the bezel size. So another thing you get is your digital well-being, and this basically tells you about your usage of certain apps and allows you to turn on features like wind down, which allow you to kind of reduce the phone usage before going to sleep. Something that I find really interesting is the squeeze for assistant feature. So you can squeeze the bottom part of the phone, and then it'll actually bring up the Google Assistant, and you can see that it's picking up what I'm saying right now. So this is a really cool feature, and I have found myself using it quite a bit. Something I really liked was that the phone also included USB-C earbuds in the box, as well as a dongle, because they did not include the headphone jack in this phone. At least they're giving you options to work around that. And the last feature is that there are a lot of cool colors. I have just the regular black version, but you know, it's a pretty nice design, and it looks very unique. It comes in two other colors, white and pink. I believe they call it, this one is just black, and then they have the clearly white and then the not pink. So, pretty creative names as well. So that's all the good things about this phone. And of course, no phone is perfect. There's always some things that can be improved. One thing is, of course, the lack of headphone jack, which would definitely put off a lot of people. I don't mind it because, again, they do include a dongle as well as the USB-C earbuds. However, it would be nice if they did just include the headphone jack. Another thing is that it only has 4 GB of RAM. You would expect to get a little bit more than that for the price that you're paying, but then again, they are including a lot, and I haven't found any real limitations to that 4 GB. The price, as I said in the beginning, it is more expensive than before. However, in my opinion, you're getting a lot of value for that. You're getting another front-facing camera, you're getting the new Titan M chip, and you're getting 3 years of software updates, wonderful camera. You're getting a lot for that price. I think it's fair, but that's just my opinion. Another thing is the design. As you may know, the Pixel 3 XL doesn't have the greatest design. I went with the regular Pixel 3, but it still isn't the greatest design. You can see it still has some top and bottom bezels. And the back I actually really like, but it's not for everyone. So a problem with the frosted glass is that it actually picks up scratches really easily. And although some people have shown that it can wash off, it is still difficult to keep that safe. And you wouldn't want to be washing your phone every few days just to get the scratches off. So I would recommend getting a case for the phone to protect it. I'm using the official Google case, which I bought for this phone. Another issue, although it's not that big of a deal, is that it doesn't have expandable storage. So you can either buy a 64 or 128 gigabyte version. I haven't found myself needing more storage. I don't download that many apps. However, some people may find that as a real limitation. So that sort of sums up my review or my thoughts on the Google Pixel 3. I would definitely recommend this phone. I think you get a lot for the price that you pay, even though it may be a bit more expensive. So those are my thoughts. Again, it's all up to you, whatever fits your situation best. But I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.